This trash blowing into the yard. Hey y'all, good morning. I'm out here getting these seed trays going. It's not too late, y'all, to be starting seeds. We see everybody on TV. They've got their whole garden established already, and it's just now March. But I don't typically go and buy starters. I start all my plants from seeds. You can see some of my trees I still have from last season. These papaya trees here were started from seed. That little avocado tree, it looks so sad, but it's been in the house all winter. It was started from seed. More avocado trees. This is a mango tree I had started from seed. Papaya trees, they look up. Some of them look like they're angry. They've been in the house during the cold weather. But outside getting some seeds going. I've already started seeds in the back in some pans I have going with lettuce. I got another pan here. I'm going to start something in. Several seeds. Definitely going to start some cabbage. I already have a couple of pans of different kinds of lettuce going. This time I'm going to try out a different couple of varieties of these tomatoes. And I've planted corn before, but I've never been able to keep it from like drying out and burning up, but I'm going to try again. That's alright, I'm okay. Huh? Well, I'm working on a tray here with some tomato seeds. Normally, I only plant cherry tomatoes. I just like cherry tomatoes because they grow fast and they just, you don't have to wait long for them to produce. And they just make so many of them. So this time, I'm going to be trying some new things. I have I'm planting these Roma tomatoes. It says Bush Steak Hybrid Tomato. And then there was another one I did. This one was called Beef Steak Tomato. Plus, I am going to do some of my regular cherry tomatoes. But I'm going to try out a couple of different things this time and just see what happens. And it is a lot of things I do in the garden is experiment. You got to see what works and what doesn't work in your area. Just like this corn here. I planted corn before in the yard and it did grow. But every time I did try the corn, the heat just overtook it and it burnt it up, or like they got ate up. So I'm gonna try again and see what I can do different to grow that corn. Just working on getting some seeds going. I started some seeds the other day out here. They haven't done anything yet, but they'll be up soon. They have this tray here has eggplant, these are all peppers, different types of peppers. There's like 4 different types of peppers here. These Tabasco peppers here, really I need to pick a lot of these off. These are just seeds I need to take from last year. This Tabasco plant I had in the house during the winter. It's already making flowers though. You see those flowers? That's gonna be new peppers. So I need to get these old peppers off of here. They produce so many seeds. So these Tabasco. Oh, I just picked a flower off. Can you believe I did that? I wasn't paying attention. I took my eye off of it. Oh, messed one up. I'm trying to get some of these old peppers off. That's gonna take away from the plant. That's it. I'm just out here getting these seeds going. But you gotta watch where you let these drop, because wherever they drop, they will start a plant. This plant has 1, 2, 3, 4 Tabasco stalks on it already. Alright guys, I'm going to finish up with my seeds and I'll get back with you guys later. Okay, I'm going to plant some of these, get these cabbage seeds going. Where's that little stick I had? Well, okay, here it is. So basically I have this kitchen pan. I've already, this kitchen pan I already used last year. So it already has holes poked in the bottom of it. See, that kitchen pan, you don't even have to waste time doing all these little cups and stuff. On this right here, the only reason I did all these little individual little cups, which I've been having these too. I did not pay for these. I had these for years. And I actually found these one time on the side of the road. There's a man that lives in a few neighborhoods over from me that does landscaping, and from time to time he puts out on bulk trash like massive amounts of pots and planting stuff, and that's where I got all my stuff from, his trash. This kitchen pan I used last year, it has holes poked in the bottom. This is just potting soil. That's all this is. It's nothing fancy. I didn't even take time to do this up. Like normally I would put this in a bucket, big bucket, and do the potting soil, the peat moss and the perlite and all that. I didn't even do that. I just put straight potting soil in this pan and watch. It's not going to stop this from growing. This is these cabbage seeds here. I've already kind of stirred up that soil. I took that stick. I just want to stir it up because I want the dirt to be pretty loose when I drop these seeds in here. Because I'm not supposed to put these seeds in here one by one. I'm supposed to just dash these on top of here. Basically, I'm going to be putting these seeds on here like I'm just seasoning this stuff. Like it's some seasoning. So there's not even that many seeds in here. You see? So they're very little. And this is the cabbage. But we're going to get these going. So I'm just going to basically just try to even it out the best I can. Just kind of eyeball it. Spread it around the pan. They're like little beads. Real little. And I put the whole pack in there. If I would have had 2 packs, I would have put both of them in there. But that's all I have right now. So that's really all I'm going to do is sprinkle that on there. I'm just going to kind of just pat it down with it. I'm not patting it hard. I'm not pressing it or nothing. I'm just kind of patting it in place. This soil is already damp. I already wet this dirt last night. I saturated all this dirt. It's still wet from yesterday. Okay, so I got this whole pan with cabbage. These 6 rows here is beefsteak tomatoes. These 6 rows here, Roma tomatoes. These 3 rows here, bush steak tomato. That's all it was only enough to do 3. And now I have a lot of seeds in the house. This is just a few I just picked out to come out here and work with right now. But I'm gonna do something else next. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna get going. I've never done cauliflower. I don't even know if I'm in the right season for it. It says, yeah, I'm in the right season for it, so I'm probably gonna plant some and just see what happens. So I'll do that too. I don't even know how these seeds look, but I'm gonna test this out. This will be one of my experiments right here, this cauliflower. We'll see what happens. The cauliflower and the corn. I can't wait to get this corn going. Hey guys, just got finished planting all my seeds. Not all my seeds, but for what I was doing this afternoon. I did 2 trays, 2 trays and a kitchen pan of seeds. And so what I ended up with, let's see what I ended up with. So this pan back here I already did the other day. So this is a pan here, and this is a pan here, and then this kitchen pan here. So I have 2 rows here of beefsteak tomatoes, 2 rows here of Roma tomatoes, 1 row of bush steak tomatoes, and then a row here of cayenne pepper, a row here, or 2 rows here of, what is this, green beans, 1 row here of, this is cayenne pepper right here, not this. This one up here was bell peppers. It's a mixed sweet bell. It had like a variety of bell peppers. And then this is the row of cayenne pepper, a row of eggplant, another row of a different type of green beans, and a row here of cauliflower, which I have never grown cauliflower, so I'm experimenting with that. And then this pan over here, I did this whole pan is a pack of cabbage seeds. So I can't wait for those to come up. And I got all this stuff blowing from the trees above us, getting into my little thing, my little cups already. That's okay. I was out here picking off a lot of these Tabasco peppers that are still on here from last year. This plant did come inside during the winter, so it's got flowers. Look at the flowers coming up here. All that is new growth with new peppers. And I'll keep these seeds. I have a whole bunch of these. All right. Getting that going for today, and that's the progress we made for today on the garden. Because you'll look on TV and you'll see these people, they have their whole garden already established. You know, that may not be reality for all of us. Sometimes we're only able to do a little at a time. If you can only do one thing a day, you're doing good. That's what I tell myself, is that we can't do everything in one day, but I can do one thing every day. If you can do one thing every day to contribute to your garden, even if it's just watering, that's contributing. If you just go outside and you have no intention, and you just go and stick one seed in the ground with no intentions and no work or anything preparing for it, just go and find a spot, just go outside and put one seed in the ground. You may forget all about that seed, and then weeks down the road you'll see a plant arise there, and then that you'll gradually build up your garden. It's not realistic to think you're going to have everything established on the first day. So I do have some plants that have survived the winter. I have in the back in my garden, but I am starting a lot of new seeds today. I have some trays back there that I have started the other day of some lettuce seeds and stuff, and they are coming up. But the seeds I planted out here for the variety of the things I'm doing, this is the first day. But I'm not worried about it. It doesn't take long. It's already hot here. We're supposed to be in the 90s today, so that's not going to be an issue. So now, just a little time, and the plants will be up, and then the next thing we know, we'll be scrambling around looking for places to put all these plants. That's usually the challenge, is trying to figure out where you're going to put everything. But I'm just to go. I've done my part for the day. I have a lot of work inside the house that I need to accomplish today before I go back to work tomorrow. Have a good evening, everybody. See you later. Peace.